for me ma obia a big salute at the bar and media TV. Sabre yem semran yebeboyra and semno ne akuti enchemu.
Alfred, I want me to ask you that if the president doesn't do anything about your petition, what will be your next step?
Well, we'll know what to do. I'll have to restrain myself because of advice from my legal counsel. But we'll know what to do. But that's what I'm saying, that let's give the president the benefit of doubt. But Paul, it's important for us to understand that Ghana is bigger than all of us. Ghana is bigger than anyone. And we must hold to the highest standards when it comes to our institutions. We must hold our institutions to the highest standards. This petition is not about individuals. It's about due process. It's about the integrity of every process that wants to get anything done. No process to get any chief justice should be seen as unfair. Then you compromise the whole process. And we don't want any process that is compromised. And that's where we are now. That's where we are.
And the process is compromised.
Yes.
Viewers, what do you think? What do you think? What should we do? If you were advising President Mahama, what should he do? Judges cannot go and eat kelewele and prawn tempura and fish tempura and black cod and nice Japanese cuisine. They can't eat it anymore. And if they want to eat it, they shouldn't eat it with Tadio Sorry. That's what Mr. Abebi Okumi is saying. That they shouldn't eat it. Do you have anything against any of these judges, by the way?
Not at all. Not at all.
Do you suspect that the judges are NDC because you are MPP?
I don't see any of the judges.
But they were appointed by Akufo. I think Ogebe Pama was not. But Kulendi and Asiedu were appointed by Akufo.
That's what I'm saying, that I don't believe in judges that are MPP or NDC.
Once a judge is a judge.
Once he's a judge, I believe that he holds.
You have the personal relations with Justice Torkonoo. Get to Torkonoo.
I don't even know how she looks like. I've never.
You haven't seen her personally before.
Never.
You haven't seen Justice Torkonoo.
Never.
At least on TV, you've seen her.
I've seen her pictures on TV, but I can't tell whether she's tall or she's short or.
Oh, please get Justice Torkonoo's photograph. Let's show it to him. He says he doesn't know how Justice Torkonoo looks like.
I don't have.
Oh, she's a very nice lady. This is getting very, very interesting.
But Paul, you see, there are some things that when we do as a nation, what we are doing is that we are killing the fiber or fabric of our nation. There's something that holds this nation together, and one of the most important organs of government is the judiciary. But when you become president today, you may get the opportunity to elect a chief justice. But it does not mean that the chief justice you elected is there to do your bidding. Any president who thinks his or her success is based on a chief justice has already failed. You've already failed.
Yes.
Because I don't know what a chief justice can actually do for you if you remove the chief justice.
You don't know what to do for who?
I don't know what a chief justice can do. Maybe you say you have parliamentarians on your side, you have majority in parliament, then you are making a case. But if you're a president and you have the chief justice on your side, any case that you take to court and the facts are not clear, you will lose. Because the court does not deal with, as Kweku Bako said, the court does not deal with conjecture. You cannot conjecture things and take it to the court. So if you're a president and you think that taking out a chief justice or appointing a chief justice should be your legacy or should be something that will help you, then you failed. You've lost it. Yeah, that's my personal belief. You've lost it. Because I don't know what a chief justice can actually do to tilt the balance for you. For example, as we are hearing that President Mahama will go for a third term, the constitution has stipulated it already. You cannot change it. No chief justice can change it. No Chief Justice can change it.
So you're saying a politician shouldn't think that the Chief Justice can do you a
No.
favor? It's like electoral commissioner cannot do you a favor.
No, I don't need to have the Chief Justice as my friend.
As a president.
Even as a politician, I don't need a Chief Justice. Because there's a saying, if you want someone here, so how can the Chief Justice tilt the issue in my favor? If the facts that I'm holding, I don't know if you've heard this popular Kweku Bako saying Kwasiebinti theory.
Kwasiebinti theory. What does it mean?
And he was saying that, you see, any fool can go to court. Because, and you have to have it, there's a note of caution. Exactly as well. There's a note of caution that the court only deals with facts, not conjecture. You cannot just go and conjecture things and come and say that, Adenta Kumi did this, whilst it's conjecture. But if the facts are clear, I wrote this petition because I have facts on me. Writing against someone like Justice Kulindi, big time lawyer, before he became, he's trained over 1,000 of lawyers. So you know what you are coming up against. But the thing is that I'm not going up against him. It's the process. The facts on the ground. What is the issue? Is it personal?
You mean the issue between them and Torkonoo, is it personal? That's the question.
No, I'm asking that my petition, is it personal to them? It's not.
Are you sure? They may see it as personal.
Oh, come on.
Because you said they shouldn't eat prawn tempura, they shouldn't eat kelewele.
But those are your own words.
The menu at Santoku has something called prawn tempura because I googled it and I saw the menu. I like the name, prawn tempura.
No, I mean they serve the best Japanese.
It's beautiful. I saw the menu. Amazing. It's amazing.
When you sit there, when you have time, I'll take you.
When I put the promo, I people said that you're a very mischievous guy. Why are you talking about President Kufuor's home? But it's near there. It's near President Kufuor's
home. When you have time, I'll take you.
Hadio Sorry says that there was no meeting.
Senior, good evening to your cherished viewers, and thank you for the opportunity to be on this great platform. I don't believe he was responding to my petition.
He wasn't responding to your petition?
I don't think so. When I wrote my petition, I was bold enough to mention the names of the people I felt had done something that I believe was unconstitutional. So if you think you have something to say about the petition, you write my name in whatever allegations you want to make. But my question is, Senior Paul, what is it that they are afraid of?
Who's afraid of?
That they are denying.
He says there was no meeting.
So when you say there was no meeting, the question is, are you saying that you were not in the location at the set time?
But if it's only him, whether others... So you're asking Hadio Sorry to answer the question, yes, whether he was in the restaurant.
Was he in the restaurant between 7:30 to 8:30? That's the first question he needs to answer.
If you answer the question, yes, I was there, then what happens?
Okay, then he needs to answer that. Was he there with someone else before he moved to join the judges?
The judges were there. The judges have not spoken. They have not spoken.
Yeah,
he said there was no meeting.
He said the evidence that we have shows that he was there with someone before he moved to the other side of the restaurant. If you've been to that particular restaurant in question, you know how the place is. You have the right side and the left side. He was at the left side and moved to join the judges at the right side. And they were there for a long time. And you see, there's something about Ghana. There's a saying that everybody knows somebody. So don't think sometimes there are things that you are doing it in privacy. And there are people that, because of a certain little procedure that you are someone is going through, they want to pay attention to the very people that are involved. So how do we justify that there's really integrity in the process when there are two judges who are supposed to be part of a committee set by the president according to or with the powers of Article 146, Clause 6, and also a petitioner? Then you go back to the Code of Conduct of Judges. Which part are you looking at? Rule 1 of the Code of Conduct. You come to Principle 7. What are we looking at? Ex parte communication. What does it say? That it is prohibited. Senior, it is prohibited that any judge will sit down when there's an impending matter before you I mean, judges meet people every day, but it is prohibited when you, as a judge, there's a matter before you, and you meet one of the parties without the other party or without an officer of the law. So this is a serious matter. Someone asked, what's your whole objective for sending this petition? For me, it's about integrity and fairness. I have a legal advisor called Le Akosibuchi, and he tells me that this whole removal of the Chief Justice is novel. Lawyers is becoming like a new study, and so the process must be fair, and the integrity of the process should not come into any disrepute. Then, if it does that, what happens is that the very organ of government that we know that they can offer partiality when there's an issue, you are killing that partiality. That's why
impartiality.
Impartiality. You are bringing partiality to the court, and nobody wants partiality in the courts. So that's why this thing is a very serious matter. And you know what's more interesting? If they are doing this to their own colleague, see how much more me? If judges are doing this to their own colleague, Chief Justice, how much more me? So it's a serious matter for me, and we shouldn't play with it at all. And I'm pleading with the president. The reason why I don't want to go into the details of this matter is because I want to give the president the benefit of doubt and also the benefit of time. That I know, as Ghanaians are now saying that he's a listening president, will look at this very well and tell us that the whole committee which he constituted with the powers of Article 146 will be dissolved.
That's what you're asking.
That's what I'm asking.
For a new 5 to be set up.
Yes, for a new 5. Because if they breach their own code of conduct, how are they able to be on the committee?
So you're expecting a response from the president?
Yes, of course.
I see. That's interesting. What food do they eat?
Oh, senior, I don't want to go into. I mean, as for that, it's someone's private matter. But the issue on board is that when you go to the code of conduct for the judiciary or for the bench, they call it the code of conduct for judges and magistrates. When you go to chapter 1 or rule 1, principle 7, talks about ex-party communication.
That's what my producer is putting on the screen. We've seen that, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you are relying on that.
Yes, I'm relying on that. Senior, it is unfair. If you read it very well, it talks about the fact that you've actually created a situation where you will be partial against someone. You cannot meet one party and not invite the other party. If you have to do so, the code of conduct tells you that you have to let there be a law or a regulation. And in the best practice, what you do is you bring an officer of the court who will be there as an independent